Hello everybody, welcome back to another Death Stranding 2 video. I don't know why I do my intros like that. But anyhow. We're continuing. And we're gonna go to the next room and meet the mystery lady, who I believe is Elfanning. Oh shit, someone call an exorcist.
What happens when she has nightmares, it seems.
There are those who connect with the beach during REM sleep, allowing a tremendous amount of chiralium to flow into their bodies.
Yeah, get that.
Hey, is your wrist gonna be okay?
Yeah. We ran some blood and DNA tests on her. And checked her for signs of injury.
As far as we can tell from a medical perspective, her health is in perfect condition. But that doesn't make the crystalloid shell in which we found her any less troubling. Not to mention the tar-like fluid that came pouring out of it. We're still analyzing both. And there's more.
You mean those suckers?
Indeed. But that's not what I'd call them. Much closer to a chiral rash, I would say. You know how chiral allergies can sometimes trigger goosebumps?
Yeah.
It's like that, except a fair bit worse.
How worse?
The tar-like secretions can accelerate the passage of time on contact, it seems.
We suspect she has dooms too.
And that when she's levitating, she's experiencing the nightmares common amongst sufferers.
That space or realm she left behind to come here. The fellow we saw called it Nirvana, I believe. But to me, it looked like the land of the dead.
Yeah, it looked like a beach.
Even so, she's a living human being. And I believe that she was born in that place. After things settled down, I spoke with her for a little. Or tried to. She was still in shock, which made it harder to communicate.
Did she tell you her name?
Doesn't seem like she has one. As far as I could tell. So, I named her myself.
What?
Tomorrow.
Why tomorrow? Shouldn't Sam get a name considering Fragile, it's your fault that my baby's dead?
Sam, it's Charlie.
What's up, Charlie?
Received a report of brigands engaging in suspicious activity to the west. I'm sure you'd like to push on, but I don't think we can afford to ignore this. Please access the DHB Magellan's delivery terminal to undertake this main order.
Okay. Let's go to the surface. Let's go do what they want me to do. I might put the truck in the garage though.
Before I forget, Sam.
Ooh.
It seems you left some cargo behind outside the Northern Environmental Observatory. Where the tar bubbled up before we were whisked away to the other side. You remember all that excitement, yes?
I don't see any cargo. You mean this stuff? Nah. We good, G.
Anyway, Tarman was kind enough to collect your cargo for us.
Oh.
It's been placed in your private locker aboard the DHV.
Sam, brigands to the west of the facility have got their hands on a large stockpile of weapons and have taken it back to their base. This happened shortly after the recent tarfall abated. The surrounding area was littered with a massive quantity of cargo that had been washed up by the tar. The brigands wasted no time gathering up everything they could and hauling it back to their encampment. This included weapons and gear unlike any we've seen before. And now we've begun observing new brigand units in the field. These ones are wearing red, reinforced armor, accented with luminescent light strips. As their unique appearance suggests, they're more resistant to damage. Melee and electrical attacks are especially ineffective against them.
Shit.
These units have clearly been outfitted for close quarters combat, and their sudden deployment is troubling to say the least. Their presence likely indicates that the brigands are gearing up for a raid of some sort. If we ignore this development, the brigands could use their new toys to attack the observatory, and there's no telling what might happen then. So we need to seize all of them before they have a chance to do so. Moreover, the latest data from the observatory strongly suggests an explosion of some sort occurred just beneath the Earth's surface not long ago. APAS analyzed the shockwave and has concluded that it is consistent with the type produced by ground-penetrating ordnance.
English.
This leads us to believe that the cargo the brigands secured may have included powerful explosive material.
That makes sense.
Directly assaulting the brigands using firearms risks triggering these devices. Any sort of catastrophic explosion may also have an adverse. It is therefore critical that you avoid combat, and I implore you to take on this main order.
Great. Couldn't it look? Oh. Or do I take my bike? Oh shit. Bet. Hell yeah. Got Oshago Kojima Productions on it. Yeah. This is 2.0. Okay, well, we've got a lot more of these we can do. With the total number of strain contracts, Sam can forming a strain contract strength through connection with other players are more structured than other. Okay. Intensely generates an electromagnetic field whenever Sam feels over binding his cargo and preventing it from scat. Ooh. That's 100 though. Faster scanner recharging reduces the recharge electric resistance upon scanning. The results previous scan every second counts. When you're in the field. Aim assistance when aiming firearm. Aiming's not that bad. Recharge Sam's battery during periods of time for it. Ooh. Wait, what's it? Rather than one of them provides flood warnings if necessary. Building enhancement is activated when building is perfectly accurate. Okay. I want that. We can't get this one. There we go. It's my generator. Is the place here? Yeah.
Someone's out there.
Outsmart the system. So it's recommended not to fight, but I think I'm gonna fight. Oh, he's just unconscious. So I can actually use... I don't know what I'm looking for. Maybe it's that locker down there. Oh shit, he's got a turret. Oh, he's dead. I didn't mean it, sir. Oh, wait. Ah, fuck. Not that hard. They're not that hard. They just take 2 shots. Oh, there we go. That makes life a lot easier. I don't see any more. Oh, great. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's more? Oh, I should have charged them then. Actually, wait. Trusty boomerang. Oh my god, it comes back! Here we go, this is the last thing here. Like I was recommended not to fight, but I just took out the casually took out the whole camp.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
Come on.
Just like that, Sam.
Okay. Need to be careful because I think that nuke on my back will blow up if I'm too reckless.
Just a bit further now.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
There we go. Did it. Three weapons delivered.
Did you really go out and steal
Brigands?
Yeah, they won't be coming back for any time soon.
Sam. Let me get started
Super
on
Sam, if you
processing
will.
your haul.
Hell yes. Nearly
I can't find
1,000.
a single scratch on any of this stuff. You truly are one of a kind.
Holy shit.
You have accomplished so much, done things only you could have done.
A guidepost.
This data is thanks. We've increased your allocation of materials.
Now displaying your current order grade.
The guidepost data we just shared with you is great for making landmarks to prevent people from getting lost, even at night. And when you do place them, you'll find they're
I never get
useful
lost.
not only for getting your bearings, but also for creating routes that will facilitate travel for everyone. Aside from that, we've also made it so you can now use your PCC to fabricate bridges up to 80 meters in length.
Damn, 80
Rivers
meters.
You're prone to flooding, so I imagine extra long bridges will be especially handy. Oh, and Sam, there's actually one other thing I wanted to talk about.
Which is...
Call it a little insight into the cargo you recovered on our behalf. It included a device I believe you guys have taken to calling a chiral jammer. These jammers are capable of disrupting the flow of local tar currents. In addition, you also recovered some explosives modded to be able to penetrate the ground and detonate within the tar. This would destabilize the currents over a large area. Needless to say, both these items could have been used to deliver an enormous blow to the chiral network. In other words, you've really dodged a bullet. But what
Shit,
I'd like
yeah.
to know is why this tech wound up in their hands in the first place.
Higgs. Higgs.
Chalk it up to pure chance.
Higgs.
Honestly, it's almost like those brigands knew in advance that the tar was hiding cargo. We've got to consider the possibility that someone gave them a
Higgs.
heads up. Food for thought on the road ahead.
Higgs.
Excellent work, Sam. You'll be happy to hear that tomorrow's regained consciousness. Once you're back on board the DHV Magellan, you should see for yourself.
Damn. I want to go talk to Elthan.
Order completed. Well done.
I should get washed up before I meet her, though. No, he's just gonna go straight in.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Someone doesn't like shoes. She won't even touch any normal food. But at least we managed to convince her to take a shower. No, 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 tomorrow. We don't do that.
She's acting like a baby.
Seems like a real handful.
She just needs some time to settle.
You must be tired, Sam. Get some rest.
So that can't be Lou. Because... It makes no sense. And why are people saying that's Lou all grown up? That can't be Lou. Lou's dead. She's a BT living in my pod. That's like me. Sometimes I wake up at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I could just stay awake, but I sleep.
Sam, it's Charlie. Be advised that we have a new assignment waiting for you. I'll need to brief you on upcoming objectives as well. Access the delivery terminal at the Northern Environmental Observatory to take on this main order.
Okay. Can I go to tomorrow's room? No. I can go take a shower though.
Hi, Sam.
Hey, Tarman. Tarman's a G. He's like the new Deadman in my books. No one can replace Deadman though. Deadman was one of a kind. This game looks so realistic. It looks more realistic than the first one, and the first one already looked super realistic.
Tomorrow seemed to react negatively to overstimulation. This is likely just a defensive mechanism, so to speak. A way to safeguard her mind. At times like these, it's best to limit the number of people attempting to help the so let's trust in Rainey and you've been please don't if you
Dollman, you're an absolute G, honestly. Wee! Oh shit.
Sam, by linking up the various sites farther to the north, you'll eventually be able to establish a connection to Hartman's facility. In short, it's time to tackle the northern part of the continent.
Another OG!
Start by bringing the F2 South Distribution Center into the network. Some of the staff there are former residents of Cape Fort Knott who managed to escape the city before it was swallowed up by the tar.
Yeah, that.
In addition to overseeing distribution operations, they also protect the facility from would-be assailants. Unfortunately, local chiral contamination levels are extremely high, leading to disturbing reports of paranormal phenomena near the facility. The cargo you're tasked with delivering should aid staff in dealing with this issue. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal to proceed.
Okay. Deliver necrobites. What was a necrobite?
This cargo has been designated Do Not Support.
Oh, it's like chirobites, but they're... So they're like chirobites, but they're, you know, a different species? Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't really say what I want to say. Okay, let's make... We need one of those. Make 2 of those, maybe. That might be useful. Probably one of these. Probably one of these. So make that 2 of those. There we go.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Now I get to check something. Can I recycle? Nah, you can't. Oh well, offload that bitch. Vroom vroom. Which way are we going? This way. I'll make it there in no time on this. Extended battery and everything. Oh! Damn, Sam chose to go his own way. BTs. Yeah, nah. This is the best part about this bike. You can just dip. I don't want none of that. Hey, sunshine! Sunshine, lollipops, everything. Don't know the rest of the words. This bike's a lot better than the one in the first one. I feel like it's faster. Hooah! You can do that. At least they got rid of, like, if you don't want to walk everywhere, you can just do this.
Security measures lifted.
Welcome, Sam. G'day, Sam. Welcome.
You're with Drawbridge, I presume. Yeah, you seem like a genuine article.
You kind of look like a
Hope it wasn't too hard to
porter.
track. I'll just need a moment to check your cargo.
Hell, I'm so good.
Wow, this is very nice. Cargo looks to be in perfect condition.
Yeah, that's just who I am, you know?
You have been making a real difference around here. All right, go ahead and put us on the chiral network.
We got a fair portion on it there, except that tiny little corner up above. Who the heck? That Gilgamesh? Watch him want us to go put that mine on. Combat boots. Boots designed for combat. They are heavy and extremely durable. Kicking an enemy while wearing these boots will... Sticky cannon. A weapon component for the pick-up rough roader. Automatically detects and collects... And you're like, oh, okay. A heavy machine gun.
So we've been linked up, at last. There's also the necrobiotes you brought us as well. Feels like we finally turned a corner. For our part, we've shared data for some custom vehicle components, as well as some sturdy combat boots. I'm sure the vehicle parts in particular will come in handy for combat and cargo retrieval. You need all the help you can get, because those armed survivalists waiting for you out east are far more dangerous foes than the brigands.
Yeah. I'm from the Eastern Australian side, and I'm a fucking beast. I'll eat all of you.
I'll be damned if I know where they got it. Make sure you're prepared.
Yeah, I'm not beating the allegations anymore, am I, after that? I mean, I do have a giant Snorlax behind me. And I was eating in the last episode. I eat in every episode. But it's not like it's like I'm snacking. Or I'm just hungry. So you're the Golden Fist? I'm not gonna ask him why, I'm just gonna leave.
Thanks again. We're glad to have you in our corner. With your support, we'll be able to do so much more for others. Stay strong and keep doing your thing.
Keep on keeping on.
Fight together.
Sam, you're the best. Now get yourself back to the DHV Magellan and take a load off. Just so you know, tomorrow's been doing much better. Pay her a visit when you can, okay?
Okay.
Order complete. Well done.
Bring me back. Are you guys... Okay, it looks like they're landing. It's just taking a bit.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Oh, wait. Keep on keeping on. Whoa, okay. That's all in my private locker. Okay, let's go talk tomorrow. Cause I only heard her say like 1 or 2 words before. I want to see if she does a full sentence this time.
Oh, just a little longer, okay?
Okay.
Raindrops are falling on my head. And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. You know this song? So I just did.
Maybe it is Lou.
Talking to the sun.
How does she know? Oh, I can't think it is.
Said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know. The blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Okay.
Raindrops keep falling on my head. That doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning.
What was that? It's like Sam got pissed off or something. Nah, I think that triggers some PTSD. Unless he just likes that song. Remember in the first game, like, there was monster cans everywhere, but now it's like chai tea or something. Thinking of Monster. Taking a sip of that white Monster. I need to relax. That's crazy. Whoa, okay, what's happening? If you want me awake, you just wake me up. You don't have to shake the whole submarine.
Are you alright, Sam? That was a gatequake just now. It seems Westport Knot was hit hard, and their Cairo printer is no longer working. I'm afraid we won't be able to continue expanding the network until it's back up and running. Pick up your next main order via the terminal at the F2 South Distribution Center.
I gotta meet up with Hartman. Okay, let's see. So, like, I know the theory that Tomorrow is meant to be Lou, but I don't think she is. Because it would make no sense, because Lou is a BT. And that would physically be impossible. Unless it's not Lou in the pod.
So you made it out okay? Those
That's
travels were intense.
That's the only other way I could think of.
I think Westport Knot got the worst of it, though. Your cargo has already been prepared. If you could deliver it to West as quickly as you can, great. We need to support each other at times like these, so pick up the priority order from the delivery terminal right away. I'm counting on you, Sam.
Seems to be none the worse for wear. Hey, out of curiosity, have you restored any of the other large mines? They'd be a great source of materials if you were ever in need. You've been such a big help. Rest assured, a lot of people. Best of luck.
Thanks for all your hard work. Everything there seems to be in order. But one cannot help but wonder what other facilities were affected. Anyway, you can pick up your next order from the F2 South Distribution Center. This one's a rescue mission, Sam.
Rescue
Someone's
mission?
been taken hostage by the armed survivalists, and we need you to extract them to safety. The survivalists have been known to kill people, so you'll want to take extra care when preparing for this one. Oh, and it seems the tar currents have finally stabilized. So the Deirdre Magellan should be able to travel without issue. Call us if you need us. Alright, Sam. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm fast traveling all the way back there. I'm not.
Order completed. Well
You
done.
nuts?
Remember to rest, Sam.
I can go to Mexico if I want to.
I'm Sam!
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Hey Sam, Charlie here. This order is a hostage rescue operation. The target for extraction is this man. He was conducting a search in a mining region when communications abruptly
That's Steve.
ceased. He went there at the behest of the Dowser, who resides at the next facility you need to link up. Take heed that the mine in question is currently under the control of the armed survivalists. A faction whose members have no reservations about using lethal force and should be considered a serious threat. To make matters worse, some of them have been observed wearing armor as well as active skeletons. Such enemies will possess increased mobility and defensive capabilities. It would therefore be prudent to bring equipment to counter these advantages. There's no telling. Moreover, regardless, give your preparations all.
Okay. Fabricate equipment. What do I have? I got an assault rifle. Nice. I think that's all I really need. Okay, Sam, this is a rescue mission. We must find Steve, get him out of the mines, and get him back to the overworld. When did the chiral network end? I might build a generator around here. Unless there's like one pre-built somewhere that I just can't see. Yo, I'm so sneaky right now. Oh shit, I've been spotted. Oh my god. That's some sort of jetpack? Okay, that should be all the the people. I should be able to get Steve out of here.
The man we came to rescue appears to be unconscious. Place him in a protective bag and get him to safety.
Okay, what cargo am I currently carrying? What's this? Wait, that's right, I wanted to see what the twin rod is. Yeah, I'm keeping that. Alright. Actually, you wait here. I'm gonna go get my bike. Raindrops are falling on my head. Soon my eyes will be turning so red. Shit, there's something.
Take our ailing friend to the Dowser shelter. Just need to figure out how to get over these mountains first.
Why is it playing some kind of... some kind of like... Can't say what it is because I might get cancelled. Indian! Yeah, GG's, I shouldn't have said that. But it sounds like it. Like Bollywood. Yeah, how are we gonna get over these? Point of interest. So I can like get up this way. That's like a giant crater. Like a void out. Like raw. Okay, I'm gonna make it there soon. So, with the whole Tomorrow situation, I'm under the impression that it's not Lou. I think...
Okay, just a bit further now.
See, the talk, every time they mention Amelie, it's almost like they're saying Amelie's dead. Only Bridget's dead? I mean, technically... It's interesting, but she could be a new extinction entity? Maybe? I'm not too sure. And like you're saying, there's a theory that it's Lou all grown up. I don't think it is. It would make no sense, because Lou's BT or soul is in the BB pod that I'm lugging around. Man woke up just to give me a like. What a G.
Ah, there you are. Thank goodness. And you saved my friend, too. Give me a moment to take stock. Wow.
That's a lot of likes.
As ever, despite having been held captive in enemy territory. That's amazing. There's something special about you. I can tell. I think you might be just the person I've been looking for.
What do you mean by that?
It's meant to be. I can feel it. Bring me online with your Cupid.
Okay. What makes me so special? We're getting a good portion of Australia up, though. The Dowser. Why did she look like that? Hey, zipline. Bruce Skeleton. Okay.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So, I'm a part of the chiral network now, am I? You can't even begin to imagine how much this is going to benefit my work. As thanks, I've shared the schematic for a level 2 PCC. I sense you'll need to build all kinds of structures to deal with the obstacles you're going to encounter from here on out. For instance, this more advanced PCC will allow you to fabricate zip lines. And this zip line's design is even better than the one you used back in the UCA. I also have another gift to share, a schematic for a boost skeleton. Throw it on and it'll allow you to carry heavy cargo with relative ease. And prepare to be amazed when you give it a boost. You'll run faster than ever and jump even farther too. That's a signature feature. It also has shock absorbers that reduce the damage you take from a big drop. But don't forget that boosting consumes battery power, so make sure you've got enough for when you need to rely on these features. Oh, and in case you're wondering, that friend of mine you rescued is doing well. His condition is stable and he's just catching up on some sleep. I can't thank you enough for getting him out. There's another request I'd like to send your way, but I'll need a little more time to get everything in order. I'm still in the middle of processing the item my friend recovered before he got captured. So, I hope you don't mind waiting. I hate to inconvenience you, especially since I wouldn't even be able to make this request if you hadn't saved him.
Damn right.
By the way, do you like apples?
I love
My friend
apples.
brought a few back with him. It's just a shame he grabbed them before they fully ripened. He's got a bit of an impulsive nature, just his way. But don't worry, they'll be ready to eat soon enough. I'll send them to you then. Thank you again, Sam.
I'm glad you were able to get them out safely. That group was more dangerous than your average band of hostiles. Those weapons
It's hostile.
were state of the art. You'll need to keep an eye out for them in the future. Groups like these make me nervous about letting Tomorrow spend time outside, even though she's doing better. When you return to the G3 Magellan, you should see for yourself how much progress she's made. And get some rest. You're long overdue. I'm sure Dahlman's tired too.
Okay, Fragile.
Well done.
Sup?
Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on!
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Hey, come on.
Tomorrow. I'm sorry, but you have to stay on board. It's too dangerous to go out by yourself. And you'll have to put on your shoes.
Look at this, Tamar. They're not quite ripe yet, but I think they might.
Oh shit, she turned rotten.
It's okay, Tamar. Really. For you.
Why don't they let Sam help with Tomorrow? Because she might just need a father figure right now, or someone to mentor her. Or he's gonna let it ripen. Am I going to sleep like that? Nah, gee, Sam, you messed up. Yeah, get up and have a shower, Sam.
Hey Sam, had yourself a good kip? There's something we'd like to discuss with you. Mind coming to the bridge for a quick chat?
Yeah, sure. I'll take a shower first before I go. Because I've got blood and black heroin all over me. Okay. Sam's sunburn. I was also sunburnt. Okay, they wanted me to go to the bridge.
made you here. I thought both of you should have a say in this. Listen, about the girl, tomorrow. This is the spot where we picked her up. We're still reading Tarfall activity there, which means there might still be a passage to the other side. It's possible she could still use it to go back home.
You want to send her back to the hellhole?
If that's where her family is, it's where she belongs.
You've got to be kidding me.
This isn't her world. She isn't one of us. That chrysalis, we found her inside. It was filled with a fluid that contained amino acids. One's identical in structure to the kind found in tar.
I'm sorry. There are amino acids in tar? As in proteins?
Of course. How else did you think that chiral creatures could emerge from it? Or to be more accurate, be born from it? Some have even theorized that the tar is a sort of primordial soup.
Wait, are you saying that tomorrow is a chiral creature?
No, not at all. Her DNA and cellular structure proves that she's human.
Well, the world we found her in was filled with the dead. Almost like some kind of witch. But tomorrow herself is alive. She's a living human being. We should look after her here. Women and children and the weak have always been easy targets.
Yeah, feminism.
In every conflict and disaster, we're always the first to suffer.
But even if her world is as bleak as you suspect, she may still be happier there, surrounded by the friends and family she knows and loves.
Friends and family don't guarantee happiness. Not in the least.
I understand how you feel, but I believe she should stay with us. Sam.
I was there. I saw her home. And it was a hellhole. We can't send her back.
All right. I'm pulling rank and making the call. She stays. At least until things have calmed down. Understood?
Whoa, 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 wait. What were those strains on her? VR that shit. Did you see? It was almost like, she was like some sort of puppet. Like there was all like strains, like kind of like, the BTs have those strains, but these ones like more invisible. Huh.
Did you hear that just now? It came from the hall outside.
Yeah, I know. Let's go take a look.
I can't find tomorrow.
Oh shit.
She must have left in Magellan at some point. She's not wearing a room terminal, so we have no way of tracking her position. And the continent is full of dangers she's never encountered.
I should mention she didn't appear to have received even a single vaccination. So I decided to repurpose the batch Deadman left for Lou and gave her the full gamut. She's been immunized against just about everything, so you've got nothing to worry about on that score.
But she's still a stranger in the world that isn't her own. And I don't think she's capable of surviving out there. Not all by herself. Please, Sam. Find tomorrow for us.
And be sure to take a weapon with you, just in case. When you're ready, check the main order on the delivery terminal for more information.
Wait, you want me to bring a weapon just in case she attacks me, or just in case something else attacks me?
Sam, there have been a few reports of mechanized belligerents in this region.
What?
You should consider them hostile. If so, review your only then.
All of Drawbridge is committed to helping. Let's bring her back home, Sam.
Okay, cargo management.
Look, Sam, tomorrow's footprints. Why don't we see where they lead? Sam, look at that vehicle. It's registered to tomorrow. She must have used it. Perhaps she was trying to make her way across the river.
You reckon she made it across the river?
Sam, I think I've got something. Check the marker I've added to your map.
Okay. How did you figure that out? Whoa, what the? Who summoned a touchy Uchiha?
Sam, you see that structure? I suspect Tomorrow was the one who built it.
And she
Think Tomorrow perhaps used this rope to make her descend?
probably, but I shouldn't have taken a bike. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, back on track.
Sam, we might have found Tomorrow's trail. Check the marker on your map. It may help you track her down.
Sam, there's an animal that appears to be on its own. This could be a good opportunity to assist the shelter with their preservation initiative. Morrow might have been the one who placed this ladder here. Did your ultra deck just move? I don't sense any BTs. Be careful, Sam.
What?
May not be a BT, but something's out there.
Yeah, I just saw what, and hell nah. That's a fucking demon. Sam, go. Go, please, for the love of God. Whoa!
Are these the mechanical hostiles Tarman was telling us about?
Yeah, dip. I'm not fighting them. At least I'm heading the right way. Wait, this is... Are we heading back towards where that tar thing is? Yeah.
Sam, I think we've got a lead on tomorrow's whereabouts. You'll find a new marker on your map. Use it to refine your search.
She made it a fair distance on her own. Yeah, this is where, Oh, wait. So it's not a robot, so it's like a BT then. Or an alien. We find her? Oh. Oh, it's those things from the beginning of the game. Oh.
Sam, we have to deal with these mechs first. We can fight tomorrow once that's done.
Oh my god, this makes me feel like a badass. Yeah. Ow. Okay. That takes a lot of bullets.
Excellent work, Sam. Now then, let's see if we can learn anything of use from this jacket. It could point us in the right direction.
Well, relax. Oh. Hey, Tamar. You're not gonna hurt me, are you? This is sick. Oh my god. What the hell is she? Is she a BT? The controller vibrated off the desk, I'm sorry. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Is she gonna speak yet? Besides singing earlier?
Thank you.
I didn't have anywhere else to go.
Oh, there we go.
Are you trying to find your way back?
I suppose you have friends and family there, waiting for you to come home?
I don't know.
Everyone there has passed on. There's no place for the living in that world.
Tell me, am I really alive?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Of course you are. Do you want to stay with us on the DHV Magellan?
But I saw how everyone was fighting because of me.
Ah, I'm sorry.
All that wasn't your fault. We're just worried about you. Wait.
I don't think I ever had a family. Do you have one?
I had two, and
No. Not anymore.
You miss them?
every day.
Yeah.
So, I can stay on the ship? Thank you.
That was a touching moment. That was probably the best cutscene I have ever seen. Probably the best cutscene in this franchise, honestly.
You have a very special gift tomorrow. It could help us. But for that to happen, you first need to learn how to control it. Want to come work for us? You can stay on the ship as long as you like.
This is our gift to you. As long as you have it, we'll find you. No matter where you go.
Welcome to Drawbridge. To our little family. Come on, let's head inside.
Man, what a cutscene. So I'm still confused if she's a BT or not. I don't think she exists. They said she's alive. Okay.
Sam, this is Tom. We took the liberty of loading the vehicle and cargo you left outside onto... There's something that's been on... You had a run-in with some mysterious mechanized... Well, after comparing... I've concluded that all of these contraptions appear to operate on the same underlying technology. None of them have been fitted with remote operation modules, nor are they capable of autonomous function. They're not robots, in other words. The bloody things don't even have drivetrains or core units.
Oh.
They're almost like puppets with no strings. They don't require chiral network coverage to function either. Though I'll be damned if I know how that's possible. It's almost as if they're spirit-driven machines. Ghost mechs, to give them a name. I'd say
Metal Gears.
there are more of these things out there. So to ensure that you're prepared to face them,
I'm just waiting for something to be called I'm waiting for for the words metal and gear to be in the same sentence. Not side by side, because Hideo Kojima could have a case on his hand, but obviously just in the same sentence would be hilarious.
he's an old mate of yours, I understand.
Yep.
Once you've made your preparations, access the Dowser's delivery terminal to get underway. Of course, the DHV Magellan can take you directly to the Dowser's shelter if you like. So if that's your preference, go ahead and give us the order to head there.
Alright. But before we do that, I'm going to end this episode of Death Stranding 2 here. And bro, that was the... I'm still lost for words on how sick that cutscene was. So, tomorrow has some hidden powers, which I'm interested on how they're going to explore this character. Until then, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.